fucking medical treatment is psychotic and you're literally endangering your child. And in extreme circumstances, yes, the Child Protective Services could potentially get involved. Okay, it's a deterrence measure. You understand that with every other thing that happens in the world. Just because you disagree with like some applications of hormone blockers, okay, just because you disagree with some applications of hormone blockers because you are some fucking bigoted psychopath doesn't change the reality that it's still an ultimately good thing. And limiting something that is, at least with current research that we've seen so far, that greatly improves the lives of trans people, limiting a therapy and limiting a medical procedure that greatly, as far as we know, improves the lives of trans people exclusively because you're like worried that, you know, one trans girl might actually outcompete the other cis girls in like some fucking bumfuck Iowa town is completely psychopathic. It's not a fucking argument, okay? And the argument that people make about trans sports is basically to ensure that no trans people exist. It's never actually a prescriptive solution. You understand? They never make an argument to say like the prescribed solution to trans people in sports suspiciously never revolves around like, well, here's how we can solve the problem. It's literally, the problem is no trans people playing sports at all. That's it. Sorry for the misogyny that I'm about to say, but absolutely zero people legitimately care about women's sports to this degree, okay? If that was the fucking case, then, you know, there would be higher ratings for some of these events. I say this as someone who doesn't care about male sports or female sports. I just don't care about any fucking sports. But, like, it's ridiculous. It's completely fucking ridiculous. And the counter to that is like, so what do you want? You want a fucking trans... You want a trans male to fucking... to compete with the women? Like, I don't get it. Like, is that what you want? No, you just don't want trans people to compete. You also don't want trans people to exist. That's it. Because the counter of that is never talked about, right? The counter of that is literally never talked about. I love women's sports. These people only care about it. Only care when it's about trans issues. Literally, it's the only time when they bring up women's sports. Yeah, exactly. What's your take on Fallon Fox beating up cis women in an MMA league? Like, the one fucking person. The reason why people bring up arguments from like 2017 is because one fucking time. It happened one fucking time and Joe Rogan cannot shut the fuck up about it. So let's just ban fucking trans people from competing in sports altogether. And not only that, but let's fucking literally ban a therapy, a medical procedure that trans people need. Okay? That improves their lives. Because Joe Rogan keeps fucking talking about the one fucking time. Well, by the way, that woman also got their shit beaten out, didn't they? Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, it's one instance in a long career of getting their fucking asses beat. All women's titles would be held by trans women. Well, that's funny you say that because trans women are fucking exist and compete in these sports already, and they are not fucking winning the titles. So shut the fuck up. And even if that was the case, who gives a fuck? Like, literally, who gives a fuck? When you say all women's titles would be held by trans women, you're basically saying trans women aren't women. You get that, right? Like, that's all you're saying. Yeah, okay. Trans women hold all the titles. Who fucking cares? They're still women. The fuck is the problem? It's such a dumb fucking take. Like, it's such a dumb take. And ultimately, it's a transphobic take. And let's be fucking real. The people that are transphobic oftentimes are also super fucking misogynistic. You don't give a fuck about women's sports. Shut the fuck up, okay? You literally don't. I don't, and I'm being honest with you. You only are doing this specifically so you can fucking try to sneak in a couple transphobic takes, okay? You just do not care. You literally do not care. Jesus Christ. The most, like, women's sports have been talked about. I think we should honestly throw out any doping laws at this point as well. Bring on the mutant leagues. Am I right? By the way, I unironically believe that. This is a position I've held for a very long time. I think performance enhancing drugs should be regulated heavily, but allowed in leagues 100%. And they already have it. So who gives a fuck? Just regulate it and make sure that, you know, like, you got it, brother. Hey, you did it. You did it. You said fuck trans people, dude. Oh, that's so fucking cute, man. Oh, no. You triggered everyone. We're so worried that you were transphobic. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to get my transphobic takes out. No, 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 no. Oh, I got banned. It's 1987 George Orwell Animal Factory. This is just like Tom Nook. He banned me. Oh, no. No, George Orwell. Anyway. Rand Paul likens transition surgery to genital mutilation during trans woman's confirmation hearing. Yeah, okay. Wait. Is Rand Paul a based intactivist then? It's telling that you never hear stories from the other female athletes about what their perspective is. It's always right-wing politicians reflecting their opinion on something they don't even care about. No, some girls every now and then, like some fucking high school valedictorian from like some bumfuck town will literally come out with a New York Times piece just to like get their fucking moment in the spotlight. It does happen. And then these same psychopathic turfs will never shut the fuck up about it. And it's the same concept as like Joe Rogan being a consistent Karen about like Fallon Fox. And that's the reason why you hear the same takes over and over again. I just don't care. So don't come to me with this bullshit. I legitimately do not fucking care. Okay? I'm sorry. I legitimately do not give a single fucking shit that, like trans women are beating cis women in sports. It's not even fucking real. It's not happening. That's why you have to consistently go back to the one fucking time that it happened in like 2016 or some shit and still talk about it over and over again. And I think that performance enhancing drugs all across the board are fucking good for sports and make it more entertaining. You are making an argument, so you do care? Yeah, I'm telling you why I do not care about the fucking other side of this argument. And neither do you, by the way. Yeah. Let's start an NBA league for under 6 foot. It's really fucked up. Why are conservatives going all freak on this culture war stuff? It's asinine because they have nothing else. It's over. We're back. We're back. Obama era culture war shit is back. Politics is good again. You understand? I said this over and over again when Donald Trump lost. What did I tell you? Once Donald Trump is gone, we are going to go back. Nature is going to heal, and people are going to start talking about SJW grievances, and the other side is going to fucking retaliate. And I'm going to be in the middle, sometimes taking a position when the liberals lose their fucking minds over some shit that's like stupid, and conservatives are going to be losing their minds consistently over every fucking thing on the planet, like Mr. Potato Head becoming Potato Head. Yeah, nature is fucking healing. But now you're smarter because you went through the Gamergate shit and you now understand. You now have a better understanding of why these things happen and why these people think about and talk about these things relentlessly. Back to brunch, baby. Where are the checks?
Thank you for your time.
Mr. President,
Thank you.
Mr. President, whatever happened to your promise from 7 weeks ago that if Democrats flipped the Senate, the checks were going out the door?
Okay, this is. I hate to fucking do this, but I'm gonna cape for the Dems a little bit.
Thank you. Let's go, guys. Thank you.
Okay, here's me caping for the Democrats for the day or for the week, I guess. The reason why the checks have not fucking flied out the door is because they are a part of a comprehensive $1.9 trillion budget reconciliation, and that even with all of the bells and whistles, even with all the benefits associated with being able to push for that with just a simple majority vote and all this sort of stuff, still takes a long enough time. Actually, this is something that I was going to talk about right now, which is a great segue to my next conversation, the $15 minimum wage conversation. Let's hold on. I'm going to pull a video really quickly. I think Rokana was maybe talking about this. Oh, it's also top of the hour, every hour, 60-second ad break. We're going to talk about the $15 minimum wage right now. We've been arguing about with Trump being able to do this ASAP. Why can't he? Because when Trump was president, he could whip the fucking Republicans or Republicans had a majority, and Democrats would always be on board with fucking more spending. But when Joe Biden is president and Democrats have a narrow majority on top of everything else, the only way that you can push for this is through budget reconciliation. That budget reconciliation currently also has a $15 minimum wage increase attached to it. So right now, the thing that's holding it up, that conversation up currently is the $15 minimum wage and whether it actually impacts the benefit or impacts the deficit or not. Because if it touches the budget, okay, if it touches the budget and it impacts the deficit one way or another, then because of some old fucking symbolic rules, then you can actually put it in the budget reconciliation package. Okay? I can't believe you're being such a lib by explaining how the government works. Yeah, exactly. It's me being a lib when I explain to you how this shit works. Exactly. 2K should have been a clean bill. Oh yeah? Oh, that's so interesting that you say that, because for a clean bill to pass, it would have to be filibuster proof, and Republicans were certainly interested in doing that. So thanks for your incredible fucking point of view. Thanks for your incredible take. Were you gonna whip the votes? Were you gonna go find the fucking Republicans to come out and vote for a $2,000 clean bill? Yeah, just get fucking 10 Republicans on board, dude. Anyway. $15 minimum wage touches Congress budget. How? Well, according to the hold on. This is why I wanted to pull this. Hold on. Hold on, I'm going to pull something up right now. But before I do, it's top of the fucking hour, every hour. It's time for a 60-second ad break right now. It's the second of the day, and I forgot to run it at the top of the hour. So if you'd no longer like to see the ads, all you need to do is subscribe for an ad-free broadcasting experience. You can do it for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get one free Prime. Here's the fucking ad now. All right, here it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here, let's look at this.
Since President Biden proposed his big $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief and stimulus package, most of the attention has been focused on Republican objections to part of that plan. But now that it's actually starting to move through Congress, it may...
As much as you want to defend the Dems with a fine print on this issue every day, we don't get two kid checks. The House or Senate seat lost in 2020. The polling literally reflects this. 100% in agreement with your take there. But that's not going to stop me from describing part of the reason why this process is so slow. Okay?
Maybe Democratic objections to pieces of the proposal, particularly to a proposal to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour, that matter the most. That's because Democrats have pretty much resolved that they're going to pass this legislation through what's called budget.
So this is the smart move. They did the actual smart move. Democrats have the House, Senate, White House, and still want to blame motherfucking Republicans for why they're taking so long from helping starving Americans. Dog. This is why when you're a Marxist-Leninist who does not fucking understand how the government operates, you just take a back seat, you shut the fuck up, and allow me to describe it to you slowly but surely, okay? Like, please, look, when we're talking about, imperialism as a necessary final stage for capitalism to operate, you can fucking chime in all you want, okay? When you want to talk about Lenin, I'm there with you, all right? But if you don't know how the fucking government works, then shut the fuck up. Okay? Just shut up. I hate to say this, but unironically, neoliberals know more than you about how this shit works because they have to constantly find different ways to defend the Democratic Party, so they know a little bit better about how change takes some fucking time within the American government, okay? Sorry, that's just the truth. The fucking r/neoliberal subreddit Andes know more than you about how this process works. So maybe take a fucking backseat for a second and I will describe to you why this process is taking longer than you expected so that we can fucking move on, okay? And then in the future, you won't come across like a dumbass.
Reconciliation. Reconciliation is a parliamentary procedure that says that if a piece of legislation has a big impact on the federal budget, it can be passed with just 50 votes, meaning it can't be filibustered, and you don't need the 60 votes required to break a Republican filibuster. And Democrats, of course, have exactly 50 votes in the Senate, meaning they can do this only with their own.
Yeah, bro, being a Marxist-Leninist means I can't call out the incompetence of the Democratic Party. No, you can call out the Democratic Party's incompetence all the time, and I do all the fucking time. But when we're talking about, oh God, just shut up. You sound like a fucking idiot right now, and I'm trying to elaborate on why you're trying to. I'm trying to elaborate on why you sound like a fucking idiot, and you're just filibustering the conversation.
Votes. But that requires that every Democratic senator go along. And two Democratic senators, Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona, have said they object to the proposed increase in the minimum wage.
So this is bullshit, okay? I speculate that Sinema and Manchin are not going to fucking actually object to this, okay? There's no fucking way. Because the counter to that is simple. If you just fucking say, all right, we're going to do a carve-out for Arizona and fucking West Virginia, see how you like it. See how your constituents like it when, the carve-out is that every other state has a $15 minimum wage except for Arizona and fucking West Virginia. What are they going to do? It's literally political suicide. No, they just want to come across like they are the mavericks of the Democratic Party, so they will never fucking actually take a stand like this, especially when it's so fucking unpopular. So, shut the fuck up. Okay, so they're not actually going to stand in opposition. I don't believe that they are going to stand in opposition. That'd be fucking ridiculous if they did. That's not a real problem. The real problem right now is the parliamentarian, okay, and potentially deciding whether or not increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour is technically something that impacts the budget, and yes, it does. By the way, it absolutely does impact the budget, and therefore allowed to be a part of this massive $1.9 trillion COVID recovery bill. Okay? That's the conversation that we're supposed to be having. Now, there's things that you can do on top of the parliamentarians' decision on whether or not the $15 minimum wage is actually something you can add on to this $1.9 trillion COVID recovery, because it does impact the budget. It literally does. Okay, it increases the deficit, for example. So that is, and the parliamentarian can still be overruled by Kamala Harris. The parliamentarian has been, in the past, overruled by the vice president. And it still can be. So when Democrats turn around and say, oh, we can't do anything if the parliamentarian rules against it, then they're fucking lying to you. And you should call them out for it. Okay? But the reason why it's taking time is because this is going on currently. The reason why the COVID recovery checks are taking a longer time to get to you is because it had to have been added onto the budget reconciliation. And the $15 minimum wage was added onto the budget reconciliation, which I agree with. It's a good thing that that happened. And I am pushing for that to happen, which is why it's taking longer time. Wait, Dave Rubin cringe? Really? Okay, we'll look at that in a second. But yeah, so I hope that that was a little bit better. I hope that that was a little bit better in helping you understand why this is not even a problem that revolves around cinema and Mansion, but instead the reason why this is so slow is because, you know, they're taking their fucking time with every step of it.
Wage to $15 an hour from the current $7.25. And they're probably not the only Democrats.
Do we deal with the deficit issue? No one gives a shit about the deficit. Get the fuck out of here. The increase in the deficit for a $15 minimum wage is like marginal. It's nothing. Like not even 100 billion. It's literally nothing in comparison to the trillions and that increase in the deficit for tax cuts to the wealthy and corporations under Donald Trump. No one gives a shit about the deficit. Don't ever fucking bring that up again.
Who feel that way. Another 10 Democratic senators have not signed on to an earlier freestanding proposal to make the same.
Imagine 100 billion being nothing. 100 billion is nothing in comparison to the 1.2 trillion or $2 trillion. It depends on where the fuck that money is going. If you only talk about the deficit, if you're a deficit hawk when it comes to increasing wages for the working class in America, and you're never there when it comes to like endless wars or fucking increasing military budget or cutting tax for the wealthy and corporations, then you're a piece of shit. You must be a Republican and fuck you. I don't care. Your argument makes no sense. It doesn't matter. There are other ways that we can combat the deficit becoming a problem regardless by increasing fucking taxes. So shut the fuck up.
Increase in the federal minimum wage. Republicans argue there shouldn't be a minimum wage increase in the plan at all because it's not relevant to the coronavirus. And it may be that the Senate's parliamentarian rules that a minimum wage increase can't be included in a bill that's passed through reconciliation. Democrats counter that because essential workers have borne such a burden during the pandemic, giving them a wage increase is in fact relevant. In any case, increasing the federal minimum wage would be a very big deal. 29 states currently have a state minimum wage higher than the federal level, but 21 don't. And $15 an hour is at the upper range of what even the most prosperous states have considered. So what's likely to happen? Well, it may be that the Biden White House and Democratic leaders have to scale back the minimum wage proposal because of these objections. Senator Manchin, for example, has suggested $11 an hour rather than $15. Or they may have to drop the minimum wage provision entirely and come back at it later through different legislation.
And that's never going to happen. And that's never, ever, ever, ever going to happen. Do you understand? That's never going to fucking happen. You get one shot at this, okay? You get one fucking shot at this. Well, two max, okay? Until the midterms come. Or is it after the midterms? I think you get two fucking opportunities to do this, okay? Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go, okay? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better, all right? That is assuming we do not fucking... I mean, we're going to lose... The Democrats are going to lose the majority if they fuck this up. And it seems like they are on the verge of fucking this up. Yes, $15 is scaled. Yes. Of course it's scaled. It doesn't start until like 2025 or some shit. People are being fucking ridiculous. They're lying about every part of this. Hassan, you sound like just like Eminem. They have to do this. They have to push for as much as they can, okay?
This isn't the only area where there are some Democratic reservations. Some Democratic senators are uneasy about the proposal to extend federal supplemental unemployment benefits, thinking it's extended too long under the provision. Others think that federal aid checks are going to too many people at higher income levels. But minimum wage is where the action is going to be, and that's the debate to watch in coming days.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a finalized. We're gonna know what the parliamentarians' decision is on the matter, and then after that, we're gonna figure out if Kamala Harris has the you know,
I got a Kylo Ren mask here,
fucking,
and my
it's not even courage, but like the decency, I guess, to overrule that and vote against that. Okay, that's what we're waiting on, and that's part of the reason why this is taking a longer time than what it should normally take. And by the way, Klain also said that Harris would not overrule the parliamentarian on minimum wage increase. White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain said the administration will not try to overrule the Senate parliamentarian if she decides an increase in the minimum wage must be stripped from the coronavirus relief package. Certainly, that's not something we would do. We are going to honor the rules of the Senate and work within that system to get this bill passed. Except, and as I already described, this already has happened. There is historic precedent for the vice president to overrule the Senate parliamentarian's decision, so it's fucking bullshit. So these stupid fucking cowards are acting like they might give up on the $15 minimum wage. So if you truly care about the rules of the Senate, you could overrule that. You could literally say, no, fuck off. As they have in the past. As I also mentioned. Only neoliberals are for $15 minimum wage. As a STEM major, I'm for $20 minimum wage. Yeah, the funniest thing is like, neoliberals are fucking on board with the $15 minimum wage. Like that's how you know the fucking minimum wage is like super fucking low in this country. Like most neolibs I follow from Noah, Opinion, and all these other fucking neoliberals, like they're on board with the $15 minimum wage. It's fucking low. It's not even controversial. It's already $14 or $15 in many states. $15 by 2025 is ridiculous that like we're still having a conversation around this. Like it's just fucking bullshit. It even fucking passed in it even passed in Florida, so I don't know why the fuck people are this triggered by it. $15 minimum wage was radical and controversial in fucking 2000. It's fucking absurd. We don't have it in 2020. Yeah. I expect you to try to dunk on me for this take, but personally, I'm against any sort of government handouts. If we pass stimulus checks, Los Santos residents are just going to blow all their money at the casino. True. Okay, let's watch the Dave Rubin video now.
Policy on masks is sometimes I'm going to wear the mask, okay? I got a Kylo Ren mask here, and my policy on masks is sometimes I'm going to wear the mask, okay? Sometimes I'm going to wear the mask. If I go into a store and they demand I wear the mask, I'm going to put the mask on. This is a very Kylo Ren Sith approach to wearing masks. If they want you to wear the mask and you feel like wearing the mask, then you should wear the mask. And then if you want to take the mask off, sure. Could it mess up your hair and would that be upsetting? Yes. But if you want to take the mask off and hang out with other people and talk to other people and let them see your face, then take the mask off. But again, if you want to put it on to intimidate people and say, I'm wearing a mask, why aren't you wearing a mask? You see, I'm better than you, I'm wearing a mask, okay? Look at my messed up lightsaber, Urgh. Which they never even explained, his messed up lightsaber. I think you get the point. For now on, guys, I took my earpiece out. Also, earpieces should be up to you, whatever you want to do. I got a Kylo Ren mask.
I don't know what this is. Like, is this supposed to be fucking comedy? Like, who the fuck is watching this and going, yeah, this is pretty funny. Oh, I love this nuclear cringe. Kind of makes me seem normal, you know? You used to hang with that dude? Yeah, I played basketball with this dude like on Sundays. You know what I mean? You were best friends with the guy? I never fucking... Fuck you. That's a lie. Fuck yourself. Let's watch Dave Rubin versus Goliath.
You like the biblical analogies. I'll do one here. There was David versus Goliath, and I think Dave can take down Google. This Dave. And look, there's a reason that we all believe the little guy can beat the big guy. You know why that is? Because David beat Goliath. Why do I rail against YouTube all day when they're censoring me and demonetizing you? It's slightly crazy to do it, but you know, there's a story. David beat Goliath. My name happens to be David. So if David could beat Goliath, maybe Dave could beat Google. I mean, I think we have to come around to realize that looking backward, why do we believe that the little guy can beat the big guy? Why do I always attack Google when they crush my videos? Well, you know, there's a story, David beat Goliath, right? There are time-tested stories that I think have value that actually, this is probably the best way I can answer it. It's a functional version of belief. Some people need a belief that is like sort of transcendent and deeply spiritual. David, right? Like, why am I always attacking Google every time they demonetize me or push one of my videos down? Well, it's not. Yeah, well,
dude, it's so fucking sick that he's like brilliantly fighting back against Google all the time. He's so valiantly fighting back against Google. He's so brave, dude.
Why do I do it? No one in their right mind thinks that they can beat Google, but there's an eternal truth there. David beat Goliath. There is a reason that I believe that Dave can beat Google, and it's because David beat Goliath. Those stories have some meaning over time that will allow us to flourish as human beings.
This is so fucking bad, dude.
Have endless cascading problems that I just don't think that they're equipped to deal with. I think this is actually kind of why David was able to beat Goliath, right? Like, Goliath grew so big that it was actually, you could take him out with one little shot from a slingshot.
This is exactly
and I think that's
what
sort of
David
what these companies
beat.
are. They've grown so big that they have so many problems, so many competing interests. Then you inject social justice in it, so you're not even hiring your best engineers. Ben, as a guy in a yarmulke, you know the story of David versus Goliath. I've sort of become Dave versus YouTube. I mean, I've been one of the most out.
Does anyone like actually think this? Like, does anyone think? I want to know if there's like people in his fan base that are like, yeah, that's my guy. That's my favorite guy. He's David. He's going up against Google. He's taking it down. Like, I don't think Dave Rubin personally believes this. You know what I mean? Like, he's just fucking saying that because he thinks it's good branding or some shit. But like, it's one of those things that are like, honestly, I'm worried for you if you're a conservative because you have some kind of like incurable brain problem, right? And I don't know how the fuck we're going to save you. Right? But this is somehow worse than that. Where like, if you are a Dave Rubin fan, you have reached a new level. It's kind of like thinking Steven Crowder is funny. Like, that's worse than being a regular conservative. If you're a regular conservative, you are subject to social conditioning and, you know, it's like changed your worldview, or it's basically, you know, it's basically the reason why you have these delusions, right? But if you think Dave Rubin is smart, or if you think that Steven Crowder is funny, you have reached a level of delusion that is beyond like regular conservatism.
Outspoken people on this because
What is this?
It's impossible to tell what's going on. That those stories teach you something eternal, that no matter how bad it looks, it can turn around. That the little guy, David, can beat Goliath, which is why Dave here can fight Google, because I believe the little guy can beat the big guy. Well, look, David beat Goliath, so, you know, I always say maybe Dave here can beat Google. I always think there's a chance. So, you know, the word demon is in demonetized, and I can tell you as someone that's dealing with some of this stuff.
Oh my God, what the fuck is this, dude? He's like 3 steps removed from he's 3 steps removed from like literally speaking in tongues, like, shama la 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 la, demon, demonetized.
That it appears at least that there's some pretty shady stuff going on. You know, look, I don't want to fight Google and YouTube. You know, there's a biblical story of David versus Goliath. I don't want to be Dave versus Google, because it probably won't work out. You know, maybe in this story, and this is sort of what you're getting at, David
that Trump is the Moses character, meaning he will lead the Hebrews out of Egypt.
And I have to say that my brain is still in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level ideas.
Oh, God, I love that. It's the greatest thing he's ever said. Honestly, it's so... Oh, God, I'm so happy for him. All right, so finally, I got to talk about this as well before we move on to the PlayStation event that's coming up in a little bit. But there is a new Pixar movie that's coming out, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know... Finally, okay, fucking finally. Finally, there is a fucking movie that features people of color. Pixar has taken an important step for POC. People of Carbonara. People of cheese, people of gabagoo. Finally, some Fredo representation in a Pixar movie. People of cannoli over here.
Scopa! We can go anywhere, do anything. We just gotta stick together.
We underdogs have to look out for each other, right?
Underdogs! This is gonna be the best summer ever. We'll ride down every road. See the whole world together. It'll be amazing. But there's just one thing.
Whoa, 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 wait! Did you see that?
No one can find out.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Wait a minute, what the fuck are they doing? Hold on! Are they making a fucking argument that Italians are fish?
Where did you boys say you were from?
Maron! Are they fucking saying Italianos are fucking fish people? Are they saying Italians are gonna be sleeping with the fucking fishes over here? So people are saying that like this is, what is it, like this is like they're gonna be either like non-binary, or that this is like them being gay or something. Is that what it is? I heard that like some people were saying that, and people are already like getting mad. Must be fucking Sicily. Wait, isn't this the time to call me by your? Isn't this the Call Me by Your Name Pixar movie? Italians are scalies. When the fuck are people not getting mad? I mean, I don't fucking know. It's just like, you're gonna incorporate fish people into Don's lore? Please, bro, please. The animation style is so gross. Wait, why? Yeah, it's... What they're failing to recognize is this is actually about how the water turns you gay into a gay lizard person. You know, look. See that? Ladies and gentlemen, Pixar is telling us right in front of our faces that the Italian water, or drinking water, is turning us into gay lizard fish. I know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's the goddamn radical lip dart agenda. The chemicals that they put in the water have turned us into gay lizard fish, folks. I will not stand for this. Never drink. Yeah, I'm never drinking water again. Goddamn those liberals putting gay fish food in my water and making me a gay fish. First they turned the frogs gay, now they're turning you gay. Which is why not only do you need to stop drinking water, but you need to stop taking showers as well. Fellas, if you take showers, you are gay. That's why I never take showers and only use dude wipes for my boy pussy. When it gets smelly down there in my gooch region, I use dude wipes. Use the promo code manly bussy for $5 off on your dude wipes. Dude wipes. Free of the 100% hormone free. The hormones that turn you gay. Thoughts on a bidet? Really? You want to you mean to tell me that you want to stimulate anal cunnilingus with the gay water? Are you out of your fucking mind? Might as well wipe your butt with a dildo. Fellas, yeah, exactly. Having a clean butthole's kind of gay. What do you want? You want to have it open for penetration? The fuck are you doing? Why? That's why I never wipe my ass. Okay, all right, we're done. Johnson & Johnson vaccine effective against COVID-19 variants.
On the vaccine front, so far more than 45 million Americans, 13.6% of the population, have received at least one dose of the two-shot vaccines. And Johnson & Johnson has now released encouraging data just ahead of the FDA review this Friday for their single-dose vaccine.
Johnson & Johnson now working overtime at its Memphis storage facility to get its single-shot vaccine out as soon as possible. This as that concerning new variant spreads through New York City. Whit Johnson is at a mass vaccination site here in Manhattan with the latest on it all. Good morning, Whit.
Michael, good morning to you. That new variant here in New York City is only adding to the urgency to speed up vaccinations. Researchers still don't know if it's more contagious or more deadly, but still it needs more study as well. This as many of the vaccine makers are already preparing booster shots to deal with these ever-evolving variants.
This morning, early evidence that a new COVID variant is now spreading rapidly in New York City. Researchers arguing this could be yet another variant of concern like the UK, South African, and Brazilian variants.
We really need to accelerate our rate of vaccination, and it's all hands on deck to try to get the American people vaccinated.
Some of the variants raising questions about the impact on vaccines. Pfizer announcing they're talking to regulators about testing their own variant-specific booster, offering a third dose to 144 clinical trial participants. Moderna taking similar action, sending modified vaccines for the South African variant to the NIH for testing, including a combination formula for those getting their first shots should that become necessary. And there is new hope on the horizon. Johnson & Johnson on the verge of adding a third vaccine in the U.S., this one shown to be effective against the variants.
The vaccine provides very robust protection throughout the world, including against the worrisome viral variants that we've been hearing so much about.
New data showing Johnson & Johnson's one-shot vaccine may be 100% effective at preventing hospitalization and death. An early analysis hinting it may offer 70% protection against asymptomatic infections.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, dude, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. That's a callback.
Making those vaccinated less likely to spread the disease. The FDA meeting tomorrow and could give emergency use authorization as early as Friday night.
If the J&J vaccine is approved, it will provide an increase in vaccine supply to the U.S. and to the world. and will accelerate the vaccine rollout.
Up to 4 million doses ready to ship right away, 20 million by the end of March, but that's below earlier estimates. The White House now saying it's working with Johnson & Johnson to speed up delivery.
If authorized, we are ready to roll out this vaccine without delay.
The NIH also launching new research to study so-called long haulers. 1/3 of COVID patients say they have persistent symptoms for months after contracting the virus. People like
Oh my god, I finally get it. This is a satire channel. The satire obviously is a liberal douche. Super good at acting like a liberal douche, though. Nice work. Oh, please tell me user cards are working still. This guy is stupid and angry as fuck. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck yeah. Okay, that's a new pet.
Caitlin Dennis, the former college athlete, now on daily medication and fighting brain fog.
Some days I can go around the block, but once you've crossed that line of it being too much, my body just shuts down and I'm in bed for a few days.
Now back to that.
Yeah, I had a friend tell me, like, they got COVID, and the brain fog thing is crazy because apparently you just, like, and they're young, they're healthy, but apparently you know how I always lose track of the words that I want to use in my mind because I have ADHD and it's, like, really fucking hard to string some sentences together? When you get brain fog, it's kind of like that on steroids, and you just simply cannot have a conversation. Like, regular words like ladder escape you.
A new variant here in New York City. Researchers say they've identified at least 80 cases across the tri-state area. They also say that it shares a mutation in common with the variant from South Africa and one from Brazil, but it is unique on its own and again will require further investigation.
Hi.
Caitlin Bennett's becoming.
I'm Caitlin Bennett.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I mean, I don't even know. We got 10 minutes. This is a 20-minute boo-boo video, and we got 10 fucking minutes, dude. I don't know if I can watch this. Like, were you diagnosed at a young age more recently? No, not at a young age, but not recently either.
Because it's over 22. It's over 22. Damn. And you know, this is some real shit because it's a crackhead back in the day. I shot that nigga 9 times with a Tech 9 and he kept running down the alley. They're over 22. Damn.
What the fuck?
Damn. And you know, this is some real shit because it's a crackhead back in the day. I shot that nigga 9 times with a Tech 9 and he kept running down the alley.
Self-report. Statute of limitation run out on that, dude. Don't worry about it. Also, he means in a video game, I think. We were talking about how police forces started using higher caliber bullets to kill crackheads. Haircut went Jean. Why? What? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the reason why you are asking me this. I think my hair is fine. I mean, it's a little long, and I do need to get a haircut, but anyway, there was some other shit that I wanted to watch too. I guess maybe we can do the Boo Boo Bennett. Your boy stole a fucking helicopter and they're going for a tank next. Nice. Slick back hair. Your hair looks great. Did you see the South Dakota AG getting away with manslaughter? I did, but I don't know why. I just like fucking don't find that to be that interesting of a story. I feel like there's a way more important shit going on than yet another person who fucking yet another Republican who hit and ran. Hold on. I'm waiting for the state of play. Oh my god. An Illinois lawmaker wants to ban the sale of violent video games, including Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, I know. I fucking saw that already. It's so stupid. Can we get a PlayStation event ran again? Yeah. PlayStation State of Play my balls? Fuck you, dude.
Schumer. Mr. Scott of Florida. Mr. Scott of South Carolina. Mr. Shaheen. Mr. Shelby.
So how did you rule? We haven't released anything. Okay, that's it. There it is. Forget the new Pixar movie. What is this? This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's somehow worse than that Avatar live action that never came out anyway. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender live action that actually was never released. Can you watch this in remembrance? Here.
I can't even focus on this anymore because all you motherfuckers keep talking about the PlayStation event. Fuck you, dude. Fucking leave. Fucking leave. 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 Leave the fucking channel. Go somewhere else. Fuck. God damn it.
Classic. Oh, this was good too. Do you believe the former president should be speaking at CPAC? I did see this. Kevin McCarthy says yes, he should. That's up. Liz Cheney says. Liz Cheney, the brave. Here, let's just watch.
Do you believe President Trump should be speaking, or former President Trump should be speaking at CPAC this weekend?
Yes, he should.
Congresswoman Cheney?
That's up to CPAC. I've been clear in my views about President Trump and the extent to which following January 6th, I don't believe that he should be playing a role in the future of the party or the country.
On that high note, thank you all very much.
Yeah, these guys can't fucking. Here, you want me to finish it? Here. All you motherfuckers asked me to finish this clip about the PlayStation event. Fucking leave, dude.
You know what? Fuck this. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not watching the PlayStation event, and I'm not even fucking streaming. Fuck off.
And that's how I ended that day. What is this? This is actually not bad. Tim J. Dillon. Oh, God. What the fuck is Tim Dillon saying now?
Called you money. Tommy.
Is there going to be some fucking... Oh, okay. Never mind. Some of his sketches are actually funny. Let's see if this is one of those. It's surprising. It could be surprising, but it could be one of those like funnier ones.
Tommy, I called you to talk about Dad and money. Dad owns 100 Bitcoins, and he's got them in a wallet on the internet.
The wallet's the internet? What the fuck are you talking about?
If we get the password, there's millions of dollars in there. Elon Musk started a new type of money.
Who is Elon Musk?
He was an astronaut, Tommy.
Say something, I'm giving.
Listen, Ma, Dad was into something here, and it's fucking big.
Your father was a fucking clown.
We just gotta get that password.
Why don't you try fucking Susan? That was his girlfriend's name.
That's not a bad idea.
So I thought it was Tracy.
Come on. We never had nothing growing up, but now we can have something. Christ!
Fuck you, you fucking loser! What's the password? What's the fucking password?
Tommy, the central banks are fucking us.
Then all this this is our only fucking chance!
It would change our fucking lives, Tommy.
I have $17, Timmy.
That's not good.
Yeah, big fucking surprise there. Your father was a real class act.
It's gonna be okay, Tommy. It's gonna be okay.
We're trying to get...
How do you find the filter? It's actually pretty good. How do you find the A24 film filter? Like, it's just like shot in such a specific way. It's so good. Movies like this are the reason we saved AMC. Shema.
Get the password.
Say something.
This is a story of me and Nino There's an Adobe Premiere add-on now, kind of amazing. Yeah. This is going on, not meta. Okay, don't link me stuff that's gonna make me want to fucking go in there, all right? Because I'm waiting for the fucking PlayStation event. Leave, dude. All you motherfuckers that don't want me to watch the PlayStation event, leave, okay? But the motherfucking show is starting in 7 seconds. All right, here. Like I said, this is an opportunity for you all to shit on my dreams, okay? Because I have been an asshole to the fucking Nintendo frogs. I've been an asshole to the fucking, Blizzard boys. So now you can make fun of me, because this is the one area where I demonstrate being a fanboy.
There's some very unexpected developments in your future. Shocking events that will change the course of your life!
That last part might have been a hair dramatic, but there's lots of awesome updates and additions coming to the Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time experience on PlayStation 5.
Is that fucking Moon?
Creative producer at Toys for Bob. I'm here to give you the feature rundown on Crash Bandicoot 4 on PS5. That includes
Did Moon do this ad? What the fuck?
Adaptive triggers, 3D audio, and more.
Let's make this fun.
Picking up where Crash Bandicoot Warp left off, in Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, we find the evil masterminds Neocortex and Dr. Entropy escaping a
it literally sounds like
interdimensional prison, leaving giant holes in the universe. What follows is a mind-bending adventure for Crash and his marsupial pals. We designed Crash Bandicoot 4 to leap off your screen, brimming with bold, vibrant environments and characters. Crash Bandicoot has always looked pretty suave, but wait until you see him spinning heads in native 4K at 60 frames per second. With the weight of the universe on your shoulders, and probably some errands to run, there's little time to wait on loading screens. The DualSense wireless controllers bring adaptive triggers to your fingertips, so you can feel the blast of Neocortex's DNA-changing ray gun, or feel the grip when you grapple a Tana's hookshot. Hold on tight when you feel the boost of Crash's jetboard, and really feel the suck when you vacuum his Dingodile. Looking to get fully immersed in the Crash Bandicoot universe? Crank it up to 11.
Boys,
and take
you know
your
I don't
audio
play
into an all-new
platformers, so
dimension
I
with
mean,
enhanced
this
3D
is a classic,
audio.
but you know, this doesn't speak to me at all.
Achieving the infamous
It's also a furry game.
106% completion is the sign of a true Bandicoot master. But should our genetically mutated marsupial lose his way? Leverage PlayStation 5 activity cards to track your progress and hit your goals for things like time trials, flashback levels, and boss fights. I bet Entropy wishes he had that. Even bring your incomplete save over from the
Shut up,
PlayStation
Moon,
4
that's not
and
funny.
use the activity cards to get to 106%. Oh, and one more thing. If you own the PS4 version of the game, an upgrade option is available. Check out the PlayStation blog for full details. Whether it's your first playthrough or your 100th, there's no better time to experience Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time on PlayStation 5.
You've learned to accept the weebs, you'll learn to accept the furries too. I mean, some of the fucking furries are very cool people, so it just like...
Welcome back, Crash.
I feel bad
The gang's
whenever
all
I shit
here
on
on
it.
today's new edition of State of Play. We've got some great updates lined up for you.
Okay, I don't feel that
First,
bad,
let's
though.
check out the latest on an eagerly anticipated
gotta
game
fucking hit
coming
an
to
ad.
the
It's the top
PS5
of this
console
hour.
this
Fuck,
spring
here's the
from
ad.
PlayStation Studios.
And I gotta pee.
Hey everyone,
I'm
we
sorry.
at Housemarque are excited to give you this sneak peek at Returnal. In Returnal, you will play as Celine, an Astra scout, who crash lands on an alien planet, Atropos, after receiving a mysterious signal, White Shadow. Players will explore this inscrutable, dark planet in search for answers and unfold mysteries, which may point to a larger force at play. Dashing and quickly maneuvering your way above and around enemies is key to survival in Returnal. With the large variety of enemies and the vast number of unique movesets each possess, combat situations prove challenging no matter what the circumstances are. Death is only the beginning. Every time you die and restart, the world will change. The map will be different, enemies will appear in new locations and in differing numbers, so you have to think fast and adapt.
The environment.
Here you can see the use of the lightning alt fire.